This video is a SoDak model car shout out video. So this is score number 1 for $6 plus shipping, came to $12.65. The second one that I found, I found a couple of them. Original price $18, with shipping $18.99, tax included. I bought myself a Corvette Aerovet. There's a lot more parts to it than it shows right there, and that is what is in a Disa box. Now, this wasn't high on my priority list. Let me just clear this up so it's not so flashing in our face here, brightness. I don't think I can. No, I can't change the lighting on this one. This car here is what I used to make a Sterling Nova Condor Man. The yellow one with the bird on it with the wings and the big turbo out the back. This was basically the closest shape and design I could find that had majority of the body lines. The roof hood area isn't correct, and that's fine by me. I'm all good with that. The pointiness of the windshield isn't correct. I'm good with that. The back windows don't matter. This don't matter, because there's going to be a big, you'll see pictures here. Yeah, that's what this is going to look like when I'm done with it. I already have one of these built in silver, so I don't need a second one. And if there is any parts missing out of this kit, for the price I paid to be able to do this in 124, 125 scale, whatever it is, yeah, it's smaller scale. The original one I built is 1/16 Lindbergh kit. So having a smaller one does have its glass and wheels and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I probably won't necessarily be needing. But for $19, that's cheaper than most kits nowadays, right? And then comes the third and final one, which I had paid $23 shipped. $12.99 plus shipping and tax for 7 cars. I'm going to kind of stay back a little bit, maybe zoom in here. Of these 7 cars, we have Olds Aero Coupe, Jag XJ220, Corvette Indy, Dodge Stealth. I got 84, 87 Corvette. This one, which one is that? Oh, this is Ferrari Testarossa. Everything is there. It looks unpainted except for the body. So this should be an easy, quick cleanup and rebuild. And then there's like a 90s Mustang that I really could care less about, and then a bunch of tires. And that is what is in this box. So give me a second to drag some of these up here real quick. Alright, so here's the gnarly pile. Let me turn this off, see if that kind of helps. A little bit, not quite as much glare with the TV off anyway. Still got my light sitting here, it's pretty bright. Might dim it down a little bit there. all came very nicely packaged. So here we have the Dodge Stealth. Looks like everything is there except for the bumpers. Body's painted, the rest is not. So, you know, might be something worth putzing around with. Make a little enduro demo derby car or something. I don't know. Wreckfest. Here we have a bag of tires. It has all the Corvettes. It has the Aero Coupes in there. I think there's a Banshee or two in here maybe. There's a few others in there. This one here would be the Mustang. Yellow chassis, molded in yellow. It does have a motor in it, does have suspension on it. Has two of its wheels in here. I think there's one in there. Not sure if there's three or more. I probably won't do anything with this except for give it to a buddy who drives one if he's interested. And this here is the Corvette. I'll take a closer look at it. Might just be clean it up and call it good. Looks like it only needs two wheels put back on it and the rest of it's all there. So I'll have to see. Worst case scenario, steal the wheels and the motors and chuck it off to somebody somewhere else. If I feel like pulling the motor, of course. Which I don't because I have a few extras. And then here we have the Testarossa. It does have the back on it, which is good. And it's only the body that's painted. Not the side trim, not the interior, not the back. It does have the rear bumper on it, front bumper on it. The whole underside is completely unpainted. Wheel studs are there all the way around. So, yeah. This one should be a fun, quick, easy, make it badass. I actually like this car. I don't know if I want to do it in red, yellow, black, or some other fun, funky, have a good time with it color. I'm not really too sure about white. Miami Vice didn't thrill me that much. And then these three. This is where most of it's at. The Corvette Indy. Not really my favorite kind of car. Looks like the majority, if not all of it, is here. I'm going to have to see what I feel like with this one. I will build it, and I will put it in my collection as a built rebuilder that's missing parts, whatever. I'm going to do something with this. I just don't think it's going to be anything too special. It's a concept car, and it doesn't really matter a whole lot. So now, these two, the old Aerotech, and by the looks of it, this is the short tail, because I believe the long tail came down more at a long angle, and it would have been a little bit longer. I don't remember if I have parts to this or the Nazca M12. They're both molded in that same dark charcoal gray from the 80s, 86-ish maybe, 88, somewhere around in there. I think this was part of the High Performance series, and before that it was just a plain box. I think it was plain box before the 80s, whichever. But yeah, this is a good kit that I will build as is in a new paint job, because this is completely unpainted. The wheels are there. This is really what sold me on buying this lot. I looked at the price of this kit alone was 30 plus. Couldn't find anything cheaper than that. Rather it was opened or not. So to have a complete one that all I gotta do is take it apart and do some detail painting and put it back together, which I won't completely destroy it or take it apart. I'll just take off what I need to get to the interior, to get to the motor, to get to the suspension, to make sure it's all there, and then put the wheels on it, put it back together, and call her good. this is a cool car, and I'm glad to have it. So, honestly, to have an old Aerotech kit in my collection that's been missing for a long time from my collection, because I did used to have one, compared to the SoDak Ford Galaxy, which it's way better than the kits I build. I mean, come on now. Could you imagine seeing his badass car sitting up here with these? See how much dust is on there? I can't see doing that to his car, man. That thing is way too nice for that. It's a trophy winner besides, so yeah, no, I can't see doing that. But then there was this car in the mix too, the Jag XJ220. I do have one of these kits unbuilt in a box. It's bagged, I believe, but it doesn't have the box. This kit is what I use to make the Wraith. That kit right there is a Jaguar XJ2. And I believe that might end up being what this becomes. Number 4. Sorry you couldn't see my pinky down there. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. So this might be the 4th one I build, even though the tan one that's up there I worked on, but I didn't create that one. I bought that one from a friend and got it to the condition it's in now. But this one might end up becoming another Wraith. And if it does, I'll probably sell it to somebody who wants it, because it's a highly desirable kit and people want it. So if it turns out nice, that's probably what I'll do. So yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Pretty good deal for 30 bucks. That's about the same price you'd pay for one brand new kit, minus Hobby Lobby 40%. Really nice. Way too nice. Pretty cool. Not bad. Pretty cool. Not so good, not so good, not so worried. But this guy here, Barris Bed Buggy, was only released 1968, never been reissued. It's a show rod, and it's now in my collection. And as I had mentioned to Adam, thank you for helping me to check off another of my long-awaited want list. This kit will definitely be together before long. And then I also have the I believe I'm doing the 66 Oldsmobile 442 in the under 1000 group build, so that'll be coming up on my channel at some point as well, along with finished picks, updates on that, and more of this. So until next time, happy modeling.